In a beautiful place on the northwest Cape of Australia, there lies a small town called Exmouth. It's situated north of Perth, 1,246.9 kilometres north to be exact. The town has a fixed population of approximately 2,500 permanent residents, with just over 600 families living in the community. Of course, between the months of April and November, Exmouth swells with seasonal workers and tourists, drawn in by the promise of good weather, great diving, excellent fishing, and the whale sharks that pass through the World Heritage listed Ningaloo Reef each year. Of course, the town we all know and love in 2018 has not always been this way.
The local Aboriginal community, the Unigudra people, have had ancestors living in the Ningaloo region for over 32,000 years. There is even archaeological evidence to suggest this timeline may in fact be closer to 60,000 years. In the 1600s, the Dutch travelled along the Western Australian coast, and in 1618 they made notes recording their sighting of the Cape. However, it wasn't until 1880 that Australia's own Philip Parker King visited and named the Cape and the Gulf Exmouth Gulf.
In 1907, the SS Mildura became lost during a cyclone and was wrecked at the tip of the Cape. This led directly to the construction of the Vlaming Head Lighthouse, which was completed in December 1912. The iconic lighthouse still stands in Exmouth today, but has long since been replaced by modern beacons. The years that followed saw farmers move cattle into the region, fishermen and pearlers travelling along the coast, prospectors searching for oil, and establishment of a Royal Australian Air Force base during the Second World War. The base came into close contact with the enemy. It was even bombed by the Japanese during the war.
But even with all this activity, the town we know today wasn't really established until the Americans arrived in 1963 to build a naval communications station. After 4 years of construction, on September 16, 1967, the town of Exmouth was officially opened. Of course, that's the past, and while history is important, it's equally important to celebrate the things that we do in our beautiful community today. The Exmouth Bushranger Cadets are a group of high school students who come together once a week to participate in a range of fun, safe and challenging activities that allow them to interact with the local environment while working towards its conservation firsthand.
The Bushranger Cadets unit is led by local teachers, and the cadets themselves are all students at Exmouth District High School. Ranging from years 8 to 11, they meet every Monday afternoon between 2:30 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. to work together as a team, completing challenges, activities and volunteer tasks. Our unit is committed to respecting the environment and has to focus on protecting and conserving the local wildlife and landscape.
When the wind is low, we head to Bundigi or Town Beach to get on the water and practice our kayaking skills. Most often, we get the chance to spot dugongs, turtles, dolphins and exotic fish during these trips. Other days we might throw on our fins and masks and go snorkeling at any one of the beautiful sites close to town. Or, for those who are more worried about catching fish than watching them, we have afternoons fishing off the rocks at the local marina or Bundigi jetty.
Of course, on the days that the wind blows up, or those rare days when it even rains in Exmouth, we have plenty of other activities to do. Local depot officers have visited our cadet unit to teach us about conservation and land management of the local environment. Sometimes we head into the range and forget about the water, hiking the trails in and around Charles Knife Cannon. Alternatively, we spend time learning about bush survival and camping skills. We practice knot tying, build makeshift survival shelters, learn about navigation using maps and orienteering skills, learn how to make safe campfires and how to cook camp meals on our Trangia stoves.
The skills we learn during our cadets activities especially come in useful when we go on camp. Over the past few years, the Exmouth Bushranger Cadets have attended camps in the Cape Range National Park, Coral Bay and most recently, Karajini National Park.
So while there is a lot of water under the bridge in Exmouth and so much history to learn, there is plenty of exciting adventures taking place among the young people who are presently living in town too. These young people are making the most of their local environment, challenging themselves each and every week to learn new skills, try new activities, and become more knowledgeable about protecting and conserving their local environment, all while having fun with their mates.